I have no idea what this is, but I need to take a look at it because it's amazing. Oh, it's the Rezvani.
Now everybody scream enough respect to the X. Enough respect given.
I've been fortunate enough to come across a lot of cool cars as I just go about my daily, everyday business. I know this is not a car channel by any means, but I do really like a nice looking car. And I tend to take videos and pictures and just talk about them in the moment. I've never really shared any of these, but you know, I also don't like to waste good video either. Yeah, so this here's just a collection of a lot of cars that I have come across, and if you too like cool cars, you know, feel free to check it out. Leave a like, comment, and yeah, I'll definitely be sure to get back to you. With that said, let's get back to it. You guys see this? I know these cars as being those armored, bulletproof vehicles that only the super rich can afford to protect themselves. It's the Rezvani Tank. I thought it was bigger, if I'm being honest. But I do remember seeing these guys on YouTube, online. I mean, but here one is parked in this parking lot. Kind of crazy. I know everyone is talking about Cybertrucks and Sierra EVs and such, but something like this is really what catches your eye. This is rare and astounding to see right here in my own backyard. I'm very happy I got to capture it on camera because this is spectacular. Wow. Looking at the back here, do you see that? This thing really looks like it could take a hit from a bomb and keep it moving. And I actually think it can, if memory serves. Ooh, went in a bit too close. Wow. Well, one more quick pass. I gotta go, but I just had to see this thing for myself. I was so curious about what it was. I didn't think it was the Rezvani Tank. I thought someone just put a really cool kit on the Jeep or something. Boy, was I wrong. I can't turn this on. Oh. Well, I'm not sure what kind of car this is. It's like a new Rolls Royce. So I can't use the flashlight while using ultra wide. Oh. Okay. Looks like a new kind of. I don't know if it's new. I either don't know my Rolls Royce cars at all. But this looks really nice. Look at those wheels. Jeez. I tell you, out here you see some of the most amazing, expensive vehicles. I know this costs a pretty penny. This is really sweet. I don't know what year or what anything, but man, this car is something else. Let me see a quick picture of that. This is a 2024 Rolls Royce something. But this is for this year, 2024 model. Wow. large 4-seater 2-door coupe, as big as some SUVs. That is really pretty. My God, man. Still can't get over these wheels. Oh, these just speak to me. Of course, you have the Rolls-Royce emblem in the seats, or on the seats. Yeesh. Rolls-Royce does know how to make a pretty car. A pretty expensive car. And that light just does not want to stay on for me to make this little video any easier. Sheesh. Guys, love the logo there. Well, this is a 2024 Rolls-Royce something. When I first drove by, the Eagle was out. That's how I even knew to look. It's gone now, but you can't deny how nice this car is. Man. I later found that the car was called the Rolls-Royce Spectre 2024. Goes for just under $500,000. Just sitting there, parked. Who knows where they were, what they were doing. Can't say I'm overly surprised that it was there, because the area where I was is a very wealthy area, and every now and then they do like to flaunt their toys. But yeah, 2024 Rolls-Royce Spectre. This is not a regular truck. It's a Grenadier. Made by a company called Ineos. I've never heard of the company. Looks very heavy duty though. I thought it was a Jeep, but it's not. Probably something to look into. Here we have cars and luggage that even if I could afford, I probably wouldn't. It's kind of absurd the level of luxury these cars represent. And right there goes the only absurdly expensive car I'd ever even consider buying if I had the money for it. The Urus. Oh my God, this thing is beautiful. This is my Lamborghini right here. And surprisingly, I see a lot of these around New York. This car goes for $300,000 plus, and they're common. It's crazy. What are these people doing that I'm not? One of the most appealing parts of the Urus that really draws me is the fact that they decided to go angular with the car. A lot of the new Lamborghinis are smooth and curved, aerodynamics and all of that. Great for speed, great for power and such. But the Urus has hard angles around the entire body, and that is really attractive to me in a vehicle, which is why it would make sense that the Cybertruck is just as appealing to me, if not more. Apparently, I'm not the only one who saw these things being parked at the side here. If you're a child of the 80s, the Cybertruck is definitely the vehicle for you. On a Saturday morning, you wake up and watch cartoons from 6 a.m. to 12 p.m. with a huge bowl of cereal in front of you. If you watch cartoons like Mask, Silverhawks, Jason the Wheeled Warriors, Galaxy Rangers, Brave Star, Star Wars, hell, G.I. Joe, the Cybertruck pretty much took all of that and threw it into its design and said, here working adult, indulge your inner child. Remember what it was like to have fun, and here is the vehicle to do it with. The big thing now seems to be to wrap them in all kinds of designs and colors, and I've seen some far-fetched ones, from halo themed to dual tone to deep purples and greens. I mean, people have done some really interesting stuff with the paint job on their Cybertrucks, and you know, more power to them. The gray color that it comes with is extremely drab and not unique in any way. So if you and your friend have the same truck, you will not really be able to tell it apart. Doing the color wrap of really make the truck stand out as an individual piece, as opposed to just one of many off of the assembly line. So if you do have your truck and you have it wrapped, more power to you. If you don't, happy you have the truck. Want one myself, but you know, getting a nice wrap will really make it stand out that much more. And you know, with a truck like that, as much as it stands out already, adding a little bit extra won't hurt. I need this truck.
Yeah.
This is the Chevy Silverado EV. I've only seen one of these at the car show, and the one that I saw was actually the work truck. This is the regular everyday wealthy man truck. The one that gets, I think it's like 500 miles per charge, so it outdoes the Cybertruck and the F-150 Lightning in how far in, you know, the range. I remember seeing a video, the interior was something really nice, and it really made me question how much I like the Cybertruck, when in all truth the Chevy Silverado EV is probably the better truck to get if you're in the market for a electric truck. So I'm getting in the dark blue. Let's do this. That should be, because they didn't want to. I'm like, oh, why? Okay, that's fine. Okay, so F-150 Lightning.
Lightning, yep. Platinum trim.
Platinum trim. Okay. So this has so much space.
It's a crew cab and a 5.5-foot bed, which is the only configuration that the Lightning has to offer now. Mid-40s.
Oh, really? I thought it jumped to 60.
Yep. There's some trim levels that are in the 60s.
Okay. Now on the polar opposite end of the Ford truck spectrum, we have my favorite small truck, the Ford Maverick. Well, I'm leaving work, and looky what I see in the parking lot. Not to be a creep, but this is my current favorite truck apart from an F-150 or Cybertruck. Someone at my job got a Maverick. Seeing one close up like this in the wild really makes my heart jump just a little bit. I don't consider myself a car guy, but this is a wonderful vehicle. I love this truck, always have. This has always been a truck that I myself could see myself using on the regular. And again, not a car guy. But when you see a truck of this caliber, at least to me, designed so well, and priced so affordably, you can't help but think to yourself, man, what am I doing with my current vehicle? So here it is, Ford Maverick Lariat. Great purchase, whoever owns this vehicle, great purchase. Now, if you don't like the size of the F-150 Lightning, or you want an electric version of the Ford Maverick, Ford did have a concept, or maybe still does, called the Ford 100 Illuminator. Now, you couldn't buy the truck, but you could buy the electric engine that powers the truck and custom make your own version of it.
I like cool. You guys have a good one.
If you guys don't know, this is that modified Ford F-100. I've seen it on YouTube. A bunch of tech tubers were able to drive it around. This thing is fully electric. It's been doing its rounds. And here it is in all its glory for me to peruse. I'm sorry, I would take this over most of these newer designed EVs. This is beautiful. They have the buzz. Didn't expect that one. Hold on, hold on. They got the buzz. And they got the back transformed to a bed. I wonder if this is the US spec. I don't know. I don't know how to tell the difference between these things. We're having a challenge. But every other time I've seen the buzz, it was yellow. This is a blue one. Does it have the third row? I don't know. I really don't know which spec this might be. But you gotta admit, that looks great.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure the bed is quite comfy. First time seeing an ID Buzz. You didn't know these things were out. But there it is. Woo! Looking, well, not first time seeing it. First time seeing it on the road. That is nice. Now from remakes of classic cars to actual classic cars. Some kind of outdoor car show going on. There's some beautiful rides here, man. You see that power? This stuff is just beautiful, man. That's it. These electric cars ain't got nothing on these, man. Classics right here. This here is probably the best ride here. This was Elvis's car. His actual car. In pristine condition. If this car doesn't impress you, look at the attention to detail. Holy mother. Did I see the skull? I don't know what part of the car that is, but it's made that much better because it's a skull. Impala SS. Look at that, man. Jeez Louise. Concepts aren't seeing this. Oh, man. That's crazy. No matter how advanced cars become in their looks and their tech, you cannot go wrong with seeing these classic cars. Now, from classic cars to some really cool concept cars. This unique vehicle here is the Genesis X Gran Berlinetta, I think the car was called. It's a concept car by, of course, Genesis. I love the way you can see the wheels through the frame. It's not the first car I've seen with something like that, but when you see it, in person, it really stands out. Of course, it's a concept vehicle. Lord knows if this thing will ever come out. Lord knows what the cost might be if it does come out. But man, Genesis really knows how to make some beautiful vehicles. This amazing truck here is called the Genesis Neolun Concept. Now, of all the vehicles that I saw at the car show, this one is probably the one that caught my eye the most. I am a fan of really good looking SUVs, and this one really captures the whole idea of what a futuristic SUV should be. Just the lines, the look, the shape of the wheels, everything on it. Very similar to the Genesis X Gran Berlinetta, I think it was called. It all just screams concept and future truck that I personally would love to have. And now from classics to concepts to a classic that is a concept, the DeLorean. I've had the privilege of seeing this pop culture icon various times, whether it was a custom build that someone had done or the actual car itself. It never ceases to amaze me that something as old as that car is to really stand the test of time the way it has. And from seeing it at car shows to actually seeing it driving on the road left me in awe. Like I said, I don't consider myself a car guy in any way, shape, or form, but when you see so many beautiful vehicles out there, you can't help but, want to get on camera and share what you've seen with others. So I hope you've enjoyed this little vid here. Don't know if I'll do anything else like it, but I'll definitely be looking out for these cars that are coming out. So many of them in the near future just really have caught my attention. So with that said, my name is NG, the Neon X, and just sharing my love of all these beautiful vehicles on the road. This is what I'm into. So close. Do you guys see it? I see it. Don't know what it is. Van Tech. I don't know what the hell this is, but it just looks amazing. Van Tech USA. I don't know if I even got that on camera.